Hey everyone, it's Taffy here. Just wanted to preemptively apologize for how bad the audio sounds in this video. Audacity did not get enough power to record all of it, and you can see my realization at the end of the video. But I had to use Logitech's bad, audio sounding thing because that was the only way I was going to be able to get my voice. So, yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too bad, but if it is, too much for you to be able to enjoy the video, I fully understand. Anyway, yeah, on to the video.
Howdy everybody, my name is Taffy Lemon and welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney. I've been really excited to get back into playing the game. I had to take like a week and a half off for a music camp, not to be confused with band camp, that's coming up in like 3 weeks. Busy summer for me. Also, you may notice I look a little bit different. I got an updated glasses prescription, so now I can actually see. We'll see how much better at reading that makes me. But yeah, let's just get into it. Oh, also, hopefully I should have some audio stuff fixed. I turned down my mic a little bit, so hopefully it's not peaking the game as much. I don't know, it's a little bit of a confusing thing. But yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, and real quick before this video starts, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, back to the video.
Okay, here we go. Back into the episode that makes me want to jump off a bridge, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball.
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel a little tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. I got the home range locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's chasing mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Egbert's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? The photograph taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you just gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Weirdo. Okay, anyway. That was a struggle. I'm still getting used to my new glasses. I can see clearer though. This is very nice. I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Oh. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. For brow, those grinding teeth Those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. Mans has sunken in corpse eyes. It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me? Knock knock? Who's there? Who the fuck is this guy? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
What? Okay. Fuck if I know what's happening. Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you. Who is this guy and why does he just keep staring at us? Oh. Sorry I'm late, Ugly. Roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Ugly? How you been? Swim much these days? Aw, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy. Ugly, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Ugly. Seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very right. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Rhino, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. My mouse is lagging. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't notice that. Name's Grant. Damon Grant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Why are so many Ace Attorney characters on the lower register of my voice? So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worth it here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler.
So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Guy really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. That's suspicious as hell. What is with these long pauses? It's really quite embarrassing even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Is it now? Explain?
Chief. What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Those kind of major blunders, unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! My mouse driver might be outdated, I don't know. I did replace the batteries like yesterday. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. I love this game.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, it's doing the thing for me again. Okay.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL9 too.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow.
Why is my mouse lagging? Like, I promise you this is not the video, it is literally my mouse. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Maybe if I... It's a bit better when I take away the mouse pad. I guess we're playing mouse padless today. No, it is not. The mouse pad is coming back.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
In this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's all such information, Oichi. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. What the fuck? Order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Excuse me? Special? I'd come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto. I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Mr. Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped up in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about this knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time.
So, how were things down at the department? He said something about a piece of evidence that's had him stumped this whole time. What is that? I don't understand. Oh shit! SL9. I'm still gonna press the statements because I want to see all dialogue. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, right, oh my boy? Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day?
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Ugly? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested, that was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Rido. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. No, you won't. I am going to get every piece of information. I am a cheating bastard. Actually, that probably wouldn't work. Okay, we know when the victim died. That was 5:15. How the victim was killed was with that knife, and where the victim was found was... Okay. We already know all of this shit, but I'm going to look at it anyway. Maybe it'll give us a specific room. Or, okay, I'm gonna go with this one first. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing, with a knife. Knife. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit, we're cooking now. We'll let him cook. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? All my low voices are blending together, and my regular voices too. This is not good. Coincidence?
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police? I can't just say anything I please, Rido. You understand. Try to understand, Rido. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this.
That knife. What was it doing there?
I better check this knife out. I already did. I don't know if this is the right statement I'm supposed to protest at, though, so... Gonna do that and, present the evidence of this. It is, okay. Wait a second. Ah, at last. Honest to goodness, objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! Honest to goodness, what do you mean for Muggy? This is great. Bro thinks this is a game. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12-2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up, but turn it around and what do you get? Ah! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on this knife's tag. That's not all. It said 221. Order. Well, Chief? Oh well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bet. Okay, yeah. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Egbert's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Did not mean to yawn in the middle of that. Maybe I can get more information on this here. Okay, where was the victim found? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. The link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Alright, what are we doing? Saving. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Shit. Never mind, we don't ball. I love dicking around. So when did the murder at the police department occur? That's a sharp question, Righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Now, do I present the knife here? No. My fuck it we ball tactic is not working very well. Okay, what do I have? It has to be here, right? I'm gonna kill myself. You know what? Fuck it, I'm looking it up. You can't stop me. Fuck off. Was that what I had to do? Chief, the defense's position is simply this. It was. I'm gonna kill myself. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. I'm taking off my glasses for now. See if maybe that'll make my focus on talking easier. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Stop staring. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. This is why right work is canon. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, no. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. Man said, fuck it, we ball. What, really? Who would have guessed? Not me. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, well... What division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Criminal Affairs Division 1. The detective's responsible for homicide cases. Homicide? That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except this serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell us who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... 5842189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. Wait, what the fuck? It's the same! Doppelganger? Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does! I think. Meaning. It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. It tells you something. What does it tell you? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Damn it, Edgeworth, be nice. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right! Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person who was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location? What in the Danganronpa bullshit is this? Order, order, order. Chief, what was his name? No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Eggsworth, they're yours. What? How dare... We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before?
Wait.
Huh?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Eggsworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Eggsworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection.
Emma, that's mean.
He did seem challenged.
That's even ruder. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Could you stop staring and wasting time, please? I'm kind of on a tight schedule here. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Can you stop calling me Righto? Good job, Righto, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! You good there, Eggsworth? He seems to be a little bit pissed. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. But with all those rumors, you were even in the defendant's characters this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Eggsworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Eggsworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Eggsworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Fucking hell. To be continued. Time. Yes, I would like to save. While I'm at it, I'm going to look at, uh-oh. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Fuck. Okay, so, haha, funny story. Audacity stopped recording. I am praying to God that Logitech Capture is still working. Because that is my only method of getting further audio. I am really sorry. This fucks up the sound entirely. I will fix this. Unfortunately, I can't go back and do that again. So, that being said, I'm going to figure out some tech issues, and that is where I'm going to leave off this episode of Ace Attorney. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I have a massive fucking headache and can't handle doing a proper outro. Hit that little bell icon so that you don't miss when we upload again, and hopefully finish whatever the fuck just happened. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, my little lemons, and I will see all of you in the next one. I'm gonna go try and not have an aneurysm now. Bye!